that you have to be in a position to do business in the right way. And we're talking about affiliate regulation. I know this is a point that Charles will contest. There's a massive opportunity, I think, for states looking to launch into the online betting industry. Obviously, it's going to be more prevalent than the casino side, by the looks of it. And that, for me, is to engage with as many affiliates as possible. Maybe not quite a carte blanche in terms of offering the ability to get licensed. But I'm often reading about the frustrations of David Rebuck and the DGE about the omnipotence of the offshore betting industry. That industry is underpinned. I think 95% of new players come to those offshore bookmakers and casinos through the affiliate channel. For me, it's a very simple case, and you as an existing affiliate will disagree with this, of course. But engage in with these affiliates, offer them incentives to come and promote regulated businesses in New Jersey, in Nevada, and Delaware, etc. Whether that be corporate tax breaks for setting up a company in New Jersey, or personal tax breaks, whatever incentives you might throw on the provision that they ditch the idea of promoting offshore bookmakers and casinos. Now, I know Charles is pointing to people, they've broken the law. They've broken the law, but again, operators have done the same. And they've been allowed back in.
So my perspective on this is, for the last 15 years, I've been running a super clean, lily white performance marketing business, fundamentally in Europe, across various European markets, and we're the good guys. We're super clean, right? So now, as we move into the U.S., if I get, if you compare us to somebody who's been taking a ton of money out of the U.S. over the past 15 years through unregulated sports betting, I don't think they should be treated the same way that I should. I've paid my dues. I've left a ton of money on the table over the last 15 years to be clean and to be able to go in to sit with David Rebuck on Monday and say, David, I'm as clean as it gets, and I can't wait to work with you meaningfully in New Jersey. How can I help you stamp out, these bad black market affiliates?
You might argue that. I would argue that PokerStars therefore should not have a license in the US. They do, but they went through a whole trickier process.
No doubt. And Issei Scheinberg had to move on before PokerStars was ever going to get their New Jersey license.
No, but it was a business. It's not just individual.
But on that point, do you think there's going to be a very distinct split between those bad actors who still focus on the unregulated market, on the black market, and those legitimate businesses that run to a higher standard that focus on the regulated market?
It's crystal clear that you cannot do both. So the DGE views the offshore stuff as toxic and radioactive. The only question is, if you stop, or how long ago would you have needed to stop in order for them to accept you now? But there is absolutely no doubt that it is enormously problematic.
But the other question for me is, we all know some of the guys who are running these sites. Why would they want to move into a regulated market?
Exactly.
They're making a ton of cash. Breaking the law or not breaking the law, doesn't matter. They're making a ton of cash. I almost feel the discussion about whether we want to allow unregulated affiliates into a regulated market is almost mute. Because I guarantee you kind of say, right, you're going to have to pay thousands of dollars in every state. You're going to have all this compliance. You're going to have all this regulation. They're going to go, it's okay. We'll just stay over here and carry on doing our thing. I think what's going to happen is that we're going to see a lot of the European affiliate companies move into the States because they're used to working in regulated markets. And I think we will probably see some startups within the States who grow within the regulated market. But I don't see a massive change from the offshore affiliates suddenly deciding that they want to put all that regulation on top of themselves.
Unless there's incentive to do so. That incentive primarily would be the reduction in options of who to promote to. That's gradually happening, but there is no magic switch off here. As I said earlier, even in the best case scenario, in all likelihood in 5-6 years' time, 81 million people in the US can bet online legally. The other 250 million have to go somewhere else if they want to go and bet. That's either Las Vegas or it's a Bovada.
Yeah, and I think ultimately as the market becomes more regulated in the next 5-10 years, that offshore market will get squeezed. So I think we'll see certainly pressure come on them then to either restream their businesses or shut their operations.
It's a pricing issue more than anything else, and again, it's down to the state to charge what they deem a requirement on an affiliate license. I think what was it in New Jersey, 5,000 for the ancillary license dollars? Is it more?
No.
For the actual license, is it more?
No.
20,000. 20,000. So it's not astronomical though. I read somewhere initially in Pennsylvania, I believe it was looking at $1 million for a supplier's license, which would have been ludicrous. I don't know if that's still the case or not.
There's a number of other fees involved, which would.
Oh, of course, the legal side of it as well. Yes, there's barriers to entry, of course, and it will restrict certainly smaller existing affiliates. Now, if you're looking to be a startup business, then you need to have their capital, but critically, you need to be a good actor.